Scudderia Alpha Tauri has officially been renamed, and as much as I love saying Visa Cash App RB, that's going to need shortening for your sanity and mine. Despite the rebrand and the new remit of the team, they have been surprisingly quiet over the winter break. As F1 starts to warm up its engines for the new season though, Visa Cash App RB are starting to make some big moves and showing that they intend to fulfill their newly set out role. Today, I'll check out the Alpha Tauri rebranding, talk about the huge new hires they've made, and why Daniel Ricciardo may be stuck at the team for the rest of his career. Let's do it. So the place to start is definitely with the rebranding of Scudderia Alpha Tauri. The name change from Toro Rosso to Alpha Tauri originally happened so that Red Bull could try and sell their clothing line with some free advertising. Looking at the prices on their website, they were obviously hoping that being connected to an F1 team would help inflate their brand image. Whether the marketing ploy worked or not, we don't know, but the new management at Red Bull decided that their new game plan of being a serious and competitive outfit meant the team needed a new, serious title sponsor. Visa are a massive corporation and have signed on as a long-term partner with Red Bull's teams. Visa's first new major global sports sponsorship in more than 15 years, the agreement encompasses the Visa Cash App RB team, corresponding title partnership on the F1 Academy team entry, and the Oracle Red Bull Racing team. The Visa logo will be appearing on both the Oracle Red Bull Racing and Visa Cash App RB cars, as well as the F1 Academy entries from the respective teams. This is a groundbreaking partnership and a great opportunity for the Visa brand to engage one of the fastest growing sports communities on the planet, said Frank Cooper III, Chief Marketing Officer at Visa. This alliance resonates strongly with Visa's vision to inspire individuals to make it, striving to take small steps for improvement each day during every race or event. Visa Cash App RB drivers Yuki Tsunoda and Daniel Ricciardo will sport a newly designed Visa and Cash App inspired car livery and driver's kit when the 2024 F1 season kicks off in Bahrain on February 29th. The full livery unveil will take place during a special Las Vegas event on February 8th. The team name seems to be getting shortened to VCARB by the wider F1 community, and while that isn't much better than the full name, it'll have to do for now. Just before I carry on, I want to let you know that we released a new documentary video recently on the 2016 season battle between Lewis Hamilton and Nico Rosberg. For those of you who were fans of the sport at the time, you'll remember how epic a season it was, as the two fought over the Drivers' Championship. If you weren't watching F1 at the time, then you have to check out our hour-long video on it. I'll make sure it's linked at the end of the video for you to watch after this one. Right, back to VCARB. Hints at what the new VCARB car will look like have been appearing all over social media, and by the looks of things, it's going to be a base of blue similar to the Toro Rossos of 2017 to 2019, but with green highlights. That blue Toro Rosso was a fan favourite at the time, and the return of it will bring a bit of life back to the grid. The amount of carbon fibre and black and white on the liveries has made a few teams' cars look a bit samey, so I'm glad to have some colour back. It isn't just rebranding and colouring in that's been going on at VCARB over the winter break though. The Red Bull board announced a repurposing of their second team last season. Red Bull's B team has been a training ground for potential Red Bull race winners and world champions throughout its existence. It has filled that role well, with plenty of successful drivers coming through the team, but Formula 1 teams are very expensive to run, and having one of them run as a training ground for junior drivers is not the best way to be using the money invested in its running. That rebrand as a competitive team probably helped with the securing of Visa and Cash App as sponsors for the team. Being an F1 sponsor is cool and all, but sponsoring F1's kindergarten takes away from that. Of course, being a competitive F1 team requires more than a big-name sponsor and a new name. Formula 1 teams are built upon the quality of their factory team, and VCARB have been making huge moves in that department. Following the announcement of its brand new identity, VCARB has announced key changes to its technical department, signing 3 experienced senior technical and trackside personnel. After leaving the FIA, Tim Goss is set to join the Visa Cash App RB team, taking on the new role of Chief Technical Officer. The British engineer will report to the team principal, Laurent Mekies, and will commence his work in Faenza in October. He has gained a wealth of competitive experience shaped by 28 years with McLaren, where he rose from assistant race engineer to become head of vehicle performance, chief engineer, director of engineering and technical director in 2013. During this time, he helped deliver 5 drivers' titles with Senna, Hakkinen and Hamilton. He joined the FIA's single-seater technical group in 2021 and became the federation's technical director in 2023 and held the role until January of this year. Guillaume Catalani will join the team as deputy technical director, reporting to technical director Jody Egginton. With more than 15 years of F1 experience at Lotus, McLaren and most recently Red Bull Technology, Guillaume will focus on aerodynamics, vehicle performance and technology, establishing car performance targets and providing the operational leadership to achieve these objectives. Finally, as revealed last month, highly respected F1 engineer Alan Permane will take up the role of racing director with immediate effect. He'll report to the team principal. Responsible for all engineering operations at the racetrack, Permane comes to the team with extensive experience in F1, having worked for the team variously known as Benetton, Renault F1, Lotus F1, Renault F1 again, and Alpine F1 for more than 34 years, rising from the position of race engineer to becoming its sporting director, a role he held from 2012 until late 2023. Commenting on the appointment, Visa Cash App RB Formula One team CEO Peter Bayer said, "These appointments represent a strong step forward for Visa Cash App RB. The appointments of Guillaume and Alan will boost capability in design and development of our cars and in performance at the track. Then, with Tim's arrival in October, we'll have put in place the key elements of a structure designed to take us onto the next phase of our journey and ensure the long-term success of the team. It's always important to caveat new technical department appointments with the statement that they won't have an immediate impact on the team. F1 car developments and upgrades are initiated months in advance. Teams will already be conceptualizing early season upgrades, and the cars haven't even hit the track yet. While these are 3 exceptional appointments, they're unlikely to make a big impact until 2025, and realistically, 2026's new regulations is where their expertise and experience will really be felt. So, we've established that VCARB are aiming to be a fully fledged competitive team from now on. They've brought on a big name sponsor to help fund that. They've hired some excellent personnel to help improve their factory and trackside team. They're moving more of their operations to Red Bull's UK-based campus. They just need all of that to be reflected on the track now, and that is where Daniel Ricciardo comes in. A big name sponsor like Visa wants to sponsor a team that is going to get plenty of exposure. Yuki Tsunoda and Nick De Vries were fine drivers at the start of 2023. De Vries may not have hit the heights that Red Bull wanted, but his early sacking was still a shock to everyone. Perhaps, though, there were other factors at play, not just Nick's lack of performance. Tsunoda and De Vries are not going to generate the same exposure or performance as Daniel Ricciardo is. Daniel's a race winner. He's proven that he has what it takes to be a top F1 driver. If you're rebranding your team as a new competitive outfit and want sponsors to see you as one, then having a driver like Daniel on your team is essential. Ricciardo's reappointment to the team that he completed his first full season at was a statement by the Red Bull organization that this is now a team to take seriously. Plenty of people expected him to replace Sergio Perez either mid-season in 2023 or for 2024, but that hasn't happened. Daniel might be hoping to race alongside Max Verstappen once again, but VCARB needs him on the team for that brand image. Speaking about the Alpha Tauri name change and the marketing aspect of the team, journalist Lawrence Edmondson shared on the Unlapped podcast his thoughts. To go to the Ricciardo point, we talked about it a lot last season, and a lot of fans I've seen in other places have asked in comments to other articles. They've said, well, why won't Red Bull promote Ricciardo in place of Perez? This is exactly why. They wanted their big name driver to lead this newly named team, and if you're Visa, you're coming in and they can lead very heavily on a personality like Ricciardo. Red Bull aren't going to move Ricciardo to Red Bull when Perez's contract expires at the end of this season. They need him to lead the line of VCARB. What do you think of the team's new name and appointments? And do you agree that Ricciardo is now going to be stuck at the team? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and until next time, drive safe and bye for now.